How hard or easy is it for you to say no? That's right, just the word no, N-O. I don't know about you, but when I grew up, I had that taken away from me at a young age, and most children do. No represents boundaries. When you say no, just look at a baby. When I remember feeding my children when they were small in a high chair, they had no problem going, no, they were done. That's how they let me know that was not going to happen in the next minute or two. So no is a very powerful word, but we need to also bring it into adulthood. We need to know when it's appropriate to say no, like toxic energy, bad advice, advice that causes contraction in the heart. You know, it's not a polite thing to do to yourself by allowing others to direct you in an avenue of toxicity, of fear, of separation. You need to learn how to say no. Then there's a lot of ways you could say no with compassion by saying, excuse me, that doesn't feel good. I would like you to consider speaking to me in a different way because I didn't ask for that kind of message. Would you like to do that again? Because you're important to me and I want to materialize this relationship with you in a higher level. However, if you continue that way, I'm going to have to leave. It doesn't feel right. Now that's an example that I just made up of what I call a soft no. Someone maybe you care about. Someone who has the best of intentions in giving you advice. First of all, that's called negative advice. It's fear-based. It comes from their perceptions of their fears, and it's something that may not be healthy for you. However, here's the problem. If you listen to that longer than 68 seconds, it gets in. Your heart starts to feel contracted. And what that contraction should signal is it's time to say no. And if they don't stop, if they don't listen to that compassionate no, then it's time to say, you know, open hand, stop sign. No, I don't think that's healthy for me to listen to that anymore. I can't use that information. It doesn't support where I'm going. Out of excitement, this is where I'm doing in my life. If you can't support that, then I'd appreciate we either change topics or maybe we're done with this conversation for the day. So just understand, there's so many different levels of no, and it literally defines your boundaries. Most people don't know where their boundaries are, and it gets a lot of people in trouble. No means no. It means stop. It's a respect. It's a boundary. And if you don't establish that early in life, if you don't know your boundaries, how does anybody else know their boundaries? And they will continue to invade it. So you, out of respect to yourself and your self-worth, need to establish a position and take a strong stand for your power of no. And I'll tell you something, once you say no once, it gets it easier the second or the third time. So use the power of no in your life. And you can't say yes unless you learn how to say no. I hope this helps. Thank you. Hi, if you got value from that, please like it below. If there's anybody in your life that you feel can also receive the benefit of these videos, share them. I really would appreciate making that contribution to them. If you're on Facebook, please go ahead and consider following us. And on YouTube, subscribe. It's my way of connecting with you to improve the quality of everybody's lives. Thank you.